Some people were born with it, other people pay to lift it, and here in the Chutane room, we like to earn it. And I brought in my girl, Lindsay Marie, to teach us 5 moves on how to build a better butt. Right?
Yes, it is possible, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can build that booty from the ground up. I did it. I had a crack in the back. It's been a little bit, so I built it. So can you.
I mean, let's face it. She is my trainer. She has taught me how to build this little flat butt into more than just a tadpole booty. And I'm so excited for you to learn these 5 moves. And look at her body. She knows what she's talking about. So let's get started.
Okay, so first move that we have today is going to be the goblet squat. So with the goblet squat, the more important part of this one is going to be your foot placement. So you want to just go like the width of these 2 little squares over here so you can go heels in, toes out. So you could really isolate the underneath part of your booty. So when we're here, we always want to keep that chest up, back nice and straight. And my magic rule is pretending like you're going to sit back in an imaginary chair.
Like
so
second position, ballet.
Exactly.
Perfect. I got this.
You got this, you're a pro. So when you're here, you just want to drive back on the glutes here, and you want to refrain from having those knees track over the toes completely. All right, so now we're just going to drive it back, and let's go. So when you're here, you want to drive back on your glutes here. You want to keep that chest up. You want to make sure that you're nice and upright and that the knees aren't tracking over your toe. So when you're here, again, you want to make sure you're powering from the bottom of that heel so then you can really feel it all in that underneath part of your glute. Okay, so next up for the second movement is going to be a deadlift. Now, very similar to the foot position in the goblet squat, we want to keep our feet a little bit closer than shoulder width, heels in, toes out. So again, so we can really isolate that underneath part of our glute here. That's key to lift. We all need a lift in our life. So that's what we got for you. So when we're here, it's a hip hinge motion. So we always want to make sure that when we're going down, you're always looking at the floor. So then you don't hurt your neck like this. And we're going to drive back on those glutes, keeping the chest up, back nice and straight. Let's go. Very good. You want to keep a slight arch in that lower back as you're coming down, and then squeeze and contract from that inner thigh. So then squeeze.
So the biggest thing that I learned from you was how wrong I was doing the deadlift all these years. I think most people, when they do the deadlift, they just go down and then they leave the weight out in front of them like this.
Yep. And it's super common when people are doing a deadlift, because you might not be watching your form, is when you're coming over, you're going like this, like as if you were bending over to pick up the dumbbell, right?
Yes, I think
so then you're just leading like that, and then you're putting all that pressure in your lower back instead of keeping that slight arch.
Yeah. Changed my life. When I started working with her, I'm like, I actually can do a deadlift the right way.
Yep. And it's just a common misconception, and it's just everyone needs to learn a little bit of something. All right, so next up we have one of my fan favorites. This is a curtsy lunge. So sounds super cute. We all know what a curtsy is, but
yes, my darling.
We all do. So when we're here for that curtsy lunge, now we're gonna really isolate all that side glute and what gives you that hip dip. So remember way back when no one wanted that hip dip, and now everybody wants that hip dip now? Well, we're gonna give it to you with these curtsy lunges.
All right.
So when we're here, we always just wanna make sure that we are completely head on here. We don't wanna have any super weird hip movement. So when we're here, we wanna stay focused, and also engaging that core is gonna be key here.
Oh, the core.
I know.
I don't have a core. I have a little marshmallow belly.
No, everybody has a core. Some people just have a protective layer over it. That's
okay,
all.
I have a couple protective layers.
That's all it is. It's
okay.
just a protective layer. That's all it is. It's not that.
All right. Chocolate pudding. Okay, I got pudding in my layers.
So now when we're here, we're just gonna take a step back. You don't have to have weight for this one, but you could use weight if you wanted to. So you're just gonna take a step back on a diagonal, making sure that the knee is lined up with this foot, and then you're gonna come up. The important part is the squeeze and the accentuation on that way up right here. Then you're gonna return back to center, and then you're gonna come right back on again, and slow and controlled on the way up so you can really squeeze and isolate that glute.
I like this one.
I
kind of want to sit here and like eat cake. Like, can we do that? Like eat pudding while we do dips?
We're making a cake right now.
Oh, okay.
So the cake's in the oven, so I guess we could.
Okay, two birds with one stone. All right, we'll do this one a little bit. I can do this.
Let's get it.
All right. Ooh. I think this one is great because it's like the knee over the toe. If you're going that route, then you're going too far.
And this one's perfect, especially if like anyone has like any rehab injuries that they need to do. You could take this exercise super slow and controlled. It's also isn't gonna affect the knee that much as long as you're doing the proper form.
Go for it. I don't look as cool as you though.
Okay, so our next exercise is going to be a sumo squat. So this is one of my favorites. I love this exercise. So it's really good. It's a key one for the booty. It's my favorite. I love it. So this one you could do on a Smith machine. You could do this one at home. You could do this one anywhere. And that's really what my favorite part of this exercise is. It's doable anywhere.
I'm gonna do it on vacation.
You can, actually.
Okay.
And you would look good doing it by the pool too. I know that's right.
People would think so, be like, oh, she's really trying to build a booty, her tailbone.
And now we're just getting those extra little pictures by the pool, all that extra booty there. So
right.
it's a good go for me.
All right.
So when we're here for a sumo stance, we want to go a little bit wider than shoulder width, and you want to go heels in, toes out. Now for this stance, when we're here, you're gonna just have one dumbbell, and you're just gonna hold your arms straight out, and you want to keep the chest up, back nice and straight, rounded back at that shoulder, and we're gonna drive back on those glutes just like we would for the first one that we did, finding that imaginary chair.
Okay, that's the thing. Chest lifted, that's the challenge for me. Okay.
Ready? Okay. Let's hit it. So we're gonna drive back on the glutes, slow and controlled, and then as we come up, squeeze and contract from that inner thigh, power from those heels. Want to make sure that you're never powering from the ball of your foot, always from the heel. So as you're here, you're just gonna squeeze and contract.
Feeling the burn.
I know, I was just gonna say, I think my glutes just grew 2 inches.
Oh my God, I'm feeling my booty building as we speak. My shorts are gonna be popping.
Popping, just in time for the end of summer.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you know, no time than the present.
We can just train for next summer.
There we go. This is the booty burner grand finale. Who's with me? This is like what Ruby did in the Cosby Show. She scored the touchdown.
Let's see how excited you are afterwards, okay? Keep that same energy, y'all. Let's keep that same energy because she won't be walking after this week. That's all I know.
So you're just gonna come up and you wanna just thrust up. Now when you're here, you don't wanna hyperextend and come like all the way up. So some people have a misconception of coming up with that thruster and then putting too much pressure into the lower back.
Okay.
So when you're here, you just wanna come right on up, squeeze, and then come right back on down.
All right.
So we're gonna hit 5 of those and then go right into immediate 5 clamshells, which is gonna look like this, and you're gonna hold it up at the top and you're just gonna bring those feet out. Now, when we're here, you don't wanna bring your heels out like this and go too far out because then you're not hitting any part of your glute.
So you just wanna keep your feet planted.
So you just wanna, so you kinda just like want a little butterflies. Like you wanna just like really burn it on out.
Oh, I'm burning. Okay.
And then we're gonna go right back into and then do 4 of those thrusters and we're gonna go down the ladder. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's go, let's hit it.
1,
2,
I'm gonna keep my palms
3,
planted to support my lower
4,
back.
and 5. Now hold it and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 4 thrusters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Now 2. 1, 2. Now hold it. 1, 2. And now 1 and 1. Good. Now normally you would start at 10. You would start at 10 reps.
I could do 10, but you know, we're gonna save it for a good day. I'm just post-surgery. I had to like Franken-nipple right now, so we're just gonna take it easy. All right?
So you can start with 5 for now.
Start with 5.
And work our way.
It'll be easy.